Oh, hello? Am I back? Have I returned? I think I'm back. Hello? Well, it looks like I'm back. Everything doesn't say I'm reconnecting anymore. Ooh. I got, like, I think my internet just stuttered for a sec. And then had to reconnect. But I'm here. Hello. Hope I didn't mess everything up. But, oh, I have mail. Oh, a survey. Goody, goody, goody. Achievements. Well, yeah. Team-ups. Doesn't actually let you look at what's going on here. That's a shame. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm back. We want to play around. I just noticed Penny Parker's hair blonde stuff. That's unnecessary, especially with the red streaks already there. Weird. Ah, whatever. I'll do a quick match. Let's go. And I might call it because I can feel like I might be getting under the weather, and I really need to be healthy tomorrow. So I need to like look after myself. I'm probably not going to stream for too long. I'm just happy to be back streaming after going on hiatus.
Don't forget,
so
securing the mission area is your top priority.
Hopefully, I don't feel too sick tomorrow, because I got a sword fight. I need to do a sword fight for a thing. What do we got? Oh, this is a team that's already in progress, and they have interesting.
Help
Okay.
get that vehicle to its destination.
I'll play Rocket. I haven't played Rocket in a match really much. Yeah. Let's do it.
Just say it. There's nothing I can't fix.
Off we go. Where's my emu? Yeah. Oop.
You're halfway there. Keep going.
Someone scratch my back.
But I despise outsiders. And yet it is the outsiders. I lift up my comrades.
Uh-oh. I deathed. Are you doing a sword fight? Oh, I do stage combat. I help teach stage combat. I've been doing it for... Oops. I fell down. I've been doing stage combat for over 10 years, and for the last couple of months I've been assisting a class in it for a school here where I live. And because of just class size, I ended up being somebody's fight partner for their fight in their class. So I was assisting teaching, but I was also being part of the choreographed fight scene for somebody. And their kind of showcase is tomorrow. So I'll be doing a fight. We've been practicing, we've been rehearsing, we had a really good time, it's been a lot of fun.
My good deed for the
And
day.
we're doing a like modified version of the in terms of like the actual scene, not the choreography. It's a modified version of the scene from the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie with Will versus Jack. You know, the thing of like, oh, like you're the pirate they're looking for, and like and all that stuff. That's it's a different version of that, but it's really cool.
This is real
Yeah, I'm really excited about the
Don't let
sword fight. It's a good one.
Cosmic might returns.
And that's why I want to be healthy. That's when the trickiest move to nail. There's a sequence of moves that were a real trick for me. It's a bunch of attacks in quick succession. On my end that I do, and it's just because it was a lot of very specific attacks really fast. Hey, we won. I think that's all it is. Let's see. I don't have the right kind of sword here, but I'll use this as an example. Hello. I don't know how we can see. I'll turn this light on. Dink. There you go. So this is a Chinese straightforward Jun. Not the kind of sword that we're using. We're using like a more classical fencing-like sword. But basically it's the person I'm fighting, they kind of go like this, inviting me to attack them, and I attack them here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then I pull back and go for another thrust. So basically, I go to like attack, ding, 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 and then pull back and attack again really fast. That was a tricky bit. Just to like get it specific and stuff. But very precise, yeah, for sure. But you know, I've been doing this for a long time, and so it wasn't like super difficult for me to like nail the choreo necessarily. The trick for me was more making sure that I can get myself ready as I need to be, so that the person that we're teaching actually can, you know, get what they need to get out of it, because it's their class. I'm there as an assistant. I was there as an assistant to the teacher, and that was the role I was filling. So like in terms of getting used to like learning the choreo, that was just a matter of like, oh yeah, just doing practice and that's fine. And there were like some trickier bits, but being there in a teaching environment is actually like really rewarding. And like I said, I've been doing stage combat for a really, really long time, since 2011. And actually, I wonder if I can find this. I don't know if I have it on my computer, because if I don't have it on my computer, I know where to find it anyway. But let's see if I can find this. Do I have this somewhere? Easily accessible, perhaps? That'd be nice. Sorry, I was mid-sentence, and then I started looking for something. Can you tell I have ADHD? Alright, well, I know where to find it on my browser, so I'm gonna go there. Yeah, so I've been doing stage combat since 2011. I mean, kind of on and off, because there were times where, like, I went to theater school, so I wasn't doing it as often, because I was just doing actual, like, theater school stuff, versus, you know, dedicating myself to that, and then, there was COVID and everything, and, you know, but I started in 2011, basically, and I am currently in process putting in time, putting in effort, getting work, and doing what I can to get certified as an instructor in Stage Combat, because I like teaching it more than I like performing it, and more than I like choreographing, honestly. More than fight directing, more than being in a fight scene. I really like teaching it, so that's what I'm really working towards. So... let's see here. And I'm just glad that I get opportunities to do that. And the person I was working under is also very good. And they've been really fun to work with. So this is good times all around. There it is. So this is from 2018. This is a demonstration of some fight choreography stuff. Demonstrating the use of firearms. Not real firearms. Blank firing. It is not real, performed by trained professionals. Don't try this at home, for the love of God. But it's just a quick little thing. The teacher that I used to work with, this is when I would go back to my old theater school, Funnily enough, they cut me from the program because that's a thing that happens in a lot of theater schools that just kind of go, we just don't want you here anymore. Don't come back. It's like, oh, okay. Not even like expelled. I didn't do anything to get expelled. I just wasn't excelling in the ways that they wanted me to, and so, bleh. And so I came back effectively as an intern under a different teacher. I was like, hi, I'm on faculty now, bitches. Uh, beside the point. Yeah, so this is just like, short 20-second thing. You're gonna watch me pretend to get shot, and somebody else pretend to get shot, and the teacher we were working under pretend to shoot us. But yeah, again, it's all fake. Worth noting as many times as need be. Ask me. Yeah, that's me pretending to die. Oh man, losing fights is so much fun when you're doing it in the choreography. Getting hurt and getting injured and stuff, that's where so much of the fun acting is for me. There is absolutely fun. It's certainly fun to look like a badass. It is so much more fun to me to play getting hurt and play getting the shit kicked out of you. It's just a wonderful time. So just that are worse than that. Doing that timing live is really impressive. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, literally years of practice and training. um, let's see, where else do I have some fight stuff? Let's see. Some of this stuff is not for public consumption. It's for the purpose of education. It involves people that like haven't consented to this stuff being shown publicly. So I'm not gonna just put that crap out there. But there are things that have been posted publicly that I will include. Oh, actually, God, I haven't used this in a while, but there is one on my TikTok account. Is there a visual tell that the actor holding the firearm gives so you know when to react? It's tricky with firearms specifically. The general process that we teach is cue, reaction, action, process. That's how to make sure that everything looks good and everything's safe. So first, the person performing the action or the operator, they give a cue. If it's a punch, it's going like this, for example. Then the other person's reaction. So if it's a block, if it's getting hit, like they start that process of moving back or putting their hand up or whatever. Then there's the action, which is the punch, and then the process, which is finishing and following through with the action. So the acronym is CRAP, on purpose. It's CRAP. Cue, reaction, action, process. CRAP. For firearms, it's tricky because the movement between it not firing and firing is so small. The good news is bullets move so fast that a split second of reaction delay is fine. Because the sound is really the cue that you're going to need. There's a very important factor with using firearms in stage combat. The most important thing... Oh, sorry. The most important thing in stage combat, especially with firearms, or specifically with firearms, is you always treat even the fake guns like they're real and they're armed and they're live. Because otherwise, mistakes happen. People don't know whether or not a gun is live and loaded, and live means it's like dangerous, ready to shoot. We use real life gun safety when doing stage combat stuff. All of the the angle that you saw in that video. Dang it! Stop! In this video, the teacher who's aiming at us, when he's aiming here, because he shoots this guy first, he's aiming between us. He's actually not aiming directly at either of us. He's aiming to the side. And you can't tell when you're just looking at it because, like, the difference between this and this is pretty minuscule for people looking at it this way. But it's so obvious to us not actually aiming at us. So he aims to the right of them, and then doesn't really aim at me there. Because things can go wrong. No matter what you think might happen, a way for something to go wrong will occur at some point down the line. So always put as many safety precautions as possible. Because if one fails, you have like 6 backups. Yeah. So like proper trigger discipline stuff. Because like that's the thing, he doesn't pull the trigger. He doesn't put his finger on the trigger until he's ready to shoot, which is correct safety practices. The sound cue is usually what you need. But in general, the safety around this stuff is so important that, like, did you hear about the Alec Baldwin story where somebody got shot and died? Because there are so, like, as someone who works in this business, in that industry, I haven't worked on, like, any films or anything like that. Yeah, Russ, that's the one. As someone who works in this field and has learned these things, there are so many mistakes that had to have been made, one after the other, after the other, after the other, before something like that could even be close to possible, and then it happened. It's just a nightmare. And of course, the second that story broke, everybody in our circles was like, what happened? How did it happen? What did they do? We're like, how the hell did this happen? Just collectively, as a community, we were like, what? How? Why? Look into it. And it's just a nightmare, that story. It's so terrible what happened. Should not have happened. So many reasons why it shouldn't have happened. So many ways to prevent it from happening. And yet, here we are. Point being, with firearms, always be at the utmost level of safety. Maximum safety for firearms, regardless of whether you're holding a rubber one or not. If it's just a slab of rubber that's shaped like a gun, you're very specific about when and how you use that thing. Because these are tools specifically designed to destroy things. Even if it's intended to be used in self-defense, it is destroying things with the purpose of self-defense. That's my take. So, like, you can't not be careful. You have to be the most careful. And the people who are casual around that stuff and are trained, they're casual because they're comfortable with being careful, not because they're not careful, and not because they're careless. They look casual because they've done it so many times, not that it's, like, it's not second nature to them, and they're not doing it absentmindedly. They're just comfortable doing it all the time. And that's a huge difference. And thankfully, I haven't been seriously injured or anything. I haven't really experienced any injuries. Better to always be safe than unsafe the one time it matters. Exactly. Always be safe every time, because you never know when mistakes happen. When they could happen. What's the guy from The Crow? Brandon Lee? Is that his name? Brandon Lee? Because he died because there was a mishap, a failure of some kind in the mechanics of the firearm that they were using, and a piece of the gun that broke came out of the barrel when it was shot. And guess where they were aiming? At him. Ah! If they had done what I showed you with that angle thing and just aimed to the side, that piece of the gun would have embedded itself in the wall, and he'd be alive. That's one safety measure, you know? There's checking the gun beforehand to make sure it's not broken before you shoot the scene. That would have prevented that from happening. Like, there's so many steps, right? Similarly, even when it's not firearms, every technique, there's multiple levels of safety to make sure that if one fails, there are other to do the job. And none of them make it look fake if you do your job right. And gosh dang, this song keeps playing every time I open the tab. I'm finally going to just show you. This is somebody I worked with, I guess last year. Just a really short second of a short moment of fight choreography. But, this guy's actually a friend of mine now. We got to know each other over the course of this. His name's Michael, and I'm okay with saying that because he posted this on his Instagram. for his like actor Instagram. I'm not gonna link it because we're not gonna like go that far to potentially dox somebody, but cool guy, great friend. And this is how we met. He finished his advanced level certification and needed to put in a little bit more time, which I had to do as well when I finished my advanced. Um, which was just basically going like, hey, we know you can do this. You're just not exactly where we want you to be before we hand you the certificate and say that you are certified at this level. So just put in like a couple more hours, work on these specific things, and then at the end of that time, show us you can do that stuff, and you're good. Super great system, love it. And this is the result of that. So I didn't work with this guy through his training, but I did help him basically with the extra conditional hours, and this is what we got. We have this nice little scene, and actually, it's our it's the teacher for this that is filming this too. And this is the European small sword. Hey. Good times. Does advanced include guns specifically? What? So interestingly enough, the way that we do it here, I live in Canada, and the organization, like, it's not exactly the union, but the organization is called Fight Directors Canada, the FDC. Are in the back, nice, yeah. That is a move historically titled Angelo's Deceit. I don't know who Angelo was, but I'm assuming he's the first guy to do that and survive, so he got to name it for himself, because it's a risky move. But yeah, so with the FDC, firearm certification is a separate thing from your levels, from basic, intermediate, or advanced certifications. So I actually haven't gotten certified for fire abuse. I've done a little bit of practice with it, but I haven't gotten licensed or trained with the firearm course for stage combat yet. Because of money and time, basically. I haven't been able to afford it, and I haven't had the time to do it. That's pretty much the only reason. But over the course of that certification course, you become qualified to handle firearms and be like the firearm supervisor for a play or a scene or a show or whatever it is that you're doing. And I've learned a few things about firearm safety just because I've done the first video of me getting fake shot. We teach some basic gun safety stuff we did back when that was how the course was run. That was like a college, like in a college program, there was a stage combat course, and we had like a day where we went over firearms and how they worked. And like, or 2 days including like all the safety stuff before we actually let them hold the things. So it's a separate certification because some people just go in to get that because they just want to be able to be like, hey, I'm in this TV show or I'm in this play, excuse me, and I need to fire a gun in it. I don't want to go through an entire certification course for everything just to get the license to do that or whatever. And not necessarily that you can't use a firearm in a play without one. It's just like, hey, do you want to know how to do this properly? Take the course. So it's a separate thing. So the way that the certification structures worked when I was doing it, when I was getting certification, it's all for different weapons and unarmed disciplines. So we've got, like, at the basic level, it's quarterstaff, single sword, which is like a fencing sword, and basic unarmed, which basically means people who are fighting each other who don't know how to fight. They're not trained martial artists. The characters aren't, I mean. So it's just like, bar brawls and just like, ah, whatever. And then at the intermediate level, there's the European small sword, which is the clip that you saw with that friend of mine. Then there's then there's two-handed sword, which sometimes it's like a Japanese katana, sometimes it's a German longsword, whatever. Then there's the rapier and dagger, which is, long pokey sword and small stabby dagger. That's three, and then the intermediate martial arts, which is hand-to-hand fighting for people who know how to hand-to-hand fight, so like MMA, Eastern martial arts, stuff along those lines. And then at the advanced level, I did what we call the hero fight, but it's sword and shield and spear. So you have like a round, or you have like a shield and a spear, and also a sword. That's fun. Then there's the advanced small sword, which like it's like small sword intermediate, just more small and intricate and precise. Then there's the rapier and companion, which is like rapier and dagger, but sometimes you have two rapiers, or you have a rapier and a dagger, or you have a rapier and a cloak. That's cool because you can just like have a cloak and like you like wrap this cloak around your arm and it can help deflect swords and stuff. Or like wave it in people's faces to distract them. Uh, then there's mixed weapon martial arts. I think is the nomenclature and the terminology was changed recently. When I did it in 2016, it was called Eastern Armed Martial Arts. That's where I got the Chinese straight sword because it was the fight that we did was katana versus the Chinese straight sword, as well as like a Filipino stick versus a dagger or versus a knife. But that's just generally like a dissimilar weapon. So like one person has one weapon, one person has a very different weapon. The hero fight's tricky. The hero fight is tricky. The key is that you start with one weapon and then you go to the other one after you get rid of it for some reason. The fight that we had, actually, I wonder if I can find it on YouTube because they haven't uploaded it, and if it's YouTube, it's public. Haha. So let me if I can find it. So like you start off with a shield and a spear, and you have the sword like on your belt, and you go through some of the fight, and for one reason or another, you lose the spear, pull out the sword, and then you keep fighting. Let's see here. Let me look for something from it'll be a couple of years ago, because I did this in 2016. Deedly. Is it readily visible? 2018 now. Keep going. 2017, almost there. Oh, 2015, too far. Oh, here it is. Found it. I'm gonna skip ahead. There's a bit of like talking in scenes and stuff and whatever that happens beforehand because it's also partially acting based. But skip ahead. I am going to quit out of this game because I am no longer playing it and the background music is getting on my nerves. So I'm also going to turn off me playing. Twitch category. YouTube. I don't know. Just chatting. That's a thing, right? There we go. Just realized, like, wait a minute. Okay. So that's me, unbearded. This is my friend Julius. Yeah, so got this whole scene where I'm like, hey, where'd you go? Oh, and then reminiscing about theater school. Is that a category? It shouldn't be. Not because reminiscing about theater school isn't something that people do a lot, but because I don't want to do that too much. I had a lot of fun in some aspects, but it was not a particularly pleasant experience for me, honestly. There was a lot of negativity and a lot of uncool stuff that I went through there. I'd rather not reminisce too much. This is better. That's the thing, because I got my basic certification in 2011, my intermediate certification in 2013. Then I went to theater school from 2014 to 2016. Got cut from the program. It was supposed to be a 3-year program. The rest of my classmates at the time, because other people were cut before me. And so when my classmates wanted to do the 3rd year, they all graduated. I didn't. But while they were doing that, I was doing this. And they were doing their thing. I was doing this, realizing this is the thing I want to do, not just be an actor. This is so much better for me. And then I came back the next semester as an intern. While my friends were still completing the program, I came back effectively as an intern. It was pretty funny. But yeah, so watch me and a friend fight this guy, because it's 2-on-1. It's also probably worth noting, I'm recovering from a really bad illness here. Oh! I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Okay. That person there was one of the assistants to the teachers, like kind of what I was doing at the school that I've been working with for the past couple of months. Like one of the teachers' assistants, an instructor. Because we have the teachers and we have the instructors. It's, specific nomenclature, I guess. And so we just had this bit where it's like, we need a reason for this guy to lose a spear. Can you just come on and get the spear thrown in your chest and immediately die? So we have that moment of just, here she comes. Down she goes. Oh, and then he takes my spear, I pull up a sword. Yeah, I was recovering from a really bad sickness here, honestly. I was having a rough time. God, this was so much fun. Right reason to spear? Yeah, seriously. Get it stuck in the other dude. Oof, and I'm dying over here. I got badly hurt. Oh no, he's got my sword. Oh, shit. My friend was an idiot. And I'm back there dying. It's bad. It's looking bad. Oh no. But wait. Oh! I got little. Oh no, that's the end of me. But yeah. And the video technically does continue. But the funny thing is that the way it continues is that we had 6 people in our class. So this is 3, and we did that fight, and then it's the other group of 3 doing the same fight, but from a different angle. Grabbed by the blade, daring. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. My character was already dying, and it was like either this dude, character-wise, I was like the older general, and this was the young upstart dude that I was fighting alongside, versus an invading prince, basically. And it was like either I let the young guy die, or I stop this dude by grabbing the sword. So I grabbed the sword, and then I get stabbed with the sword I grabbed, but that saved his life. Only for him to then die right here. For this guy's spear throw moment. So we get this, and then, so instead of throwing the spear, this happens. So it's like there's some slight changes, but it's actually the same choreography. And, yeah. But it's the same choreo, just kind of flipped around, so some things are slightly changed. That's kind of the cute bit of it. Oh, that's something I didn't say. For the advanced certification, there's the found weapon fight, which means whatever crap might be in a room at any given time is your weapon. My class's found weapon fight was absolute freaking chaos. Double-ended nice. Yeah. It's like a definite spearhead on one side, and then it's like a bit of a sharper metal bit on the other side, but it's not like a full spear point. It's just like for balance and stuff. But found weapon. Our found weapon fight was absolute chaos. Improv plus weapons, what could go wrong? Well, the choreography is totally set. The improvised weapons is the what you're using as a weapon in the scene is improvised, but we all know what we're doing. So this is the 6 of us. This is also one of the instructors who did have a baby. I'm not gonna go through the whole everything, but like ours like some people in some classes they would do like a bar fight. So there's like so there's like a chair, a table, like a coat rack or something. Ours takes place in like a meth den, like a squatter's den. So it's already a mess. And it's just chaos on chaos on chaos. It's so messy on purpose. But it's so messy. And yes, so this is one of the instructors who had a baby and had the baby. But here's the funny thing. This baby that's currently in the baby carrier is not her baby. It is a fake baby. So when we set up the scene, we're all standing here. She walked up here when we were all getting ready to come down, like we're all walking into the basement eventually one at a time. She just put her baby down over there and put a fake baby on and brought it down so nobody in the audience knew it was a fake baby. And there's a scene where the fake baby gets punched. Like, as a mistake, like, it's an accident in the choreo. Like, we planned for it, obviously. But, so this is no longer her baby. Her baby is definitely here. This is her baby. And this is not. And there's this whole moment, where does it happen? God, there's a lot of talking. Must have been a great reaction on the day. Oh my god, it was so funny. It was so funny. Oh god, it takes forever for this fight to break out. He's doing crazy. He's doing crazy. Everybody's fighting each other. I forgot about that. Hold on. Oh man. Okay. So okay. Oh yeah, here we go. So. Oh, grab. Oh no, I take that hit. No, and then ooh, let me all swing at once, right here, and go. Huh? Oh, whoops. So, like, everybody's fighting everybody here. There's, like, a couple of people who are on the same side. Like, the two dudes in the hockey jerseys are on the same side. Like, us two are on the same side. These two are on the same side. This person's getting attacked by everybody. Everybody, like, it's just a clusterfuck. Yeah, this guy gets a shoe in the groin. I'm like, oh, dude, leave me alone. Clonk. Then we get, ow, I get hit. Ow, this guy gets tripped. And then I go, oh. And they're all after this $5,000 in cash in the scene here. I'm going, no, stop it. And then I grab a toilet bowl. That's what we did. So I get tripped. I go, block. I go, block. I pick up a toilet seat. He puts on the garbage can to protect his head. And then he starts screaming. That net over the head was good. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm like, hey, dude, cut it out. Stop freaking out. Take the thing off. What's your problem? Just don't hug me. Bonk! Oh, good times. I'm like, hey, get off. Get my friend up. Over here, we got things happening. Protect the baby, protect the baby. This is happening. I'm just like, stop. I close his arm in the toilet seat. We're here, and then we get... Oh. There it is. There's the baby punch. And if you look, and if you're very careful, you see here, this guy, he could do a baby cry, and so he literally got, like, the choreography was set up so that, like, he gets tripped, and then as he's getting ready to get up, he's reacting to the pain. He's like, oh no, oh no. And then this happens. And you can kind of hear it. He's making the baby cry sound. It's not super loud there, but, like, just getting nice slow motion. A custom 1? What do you mean custom? Normal. Well, actually, I'm not trying to go to normal. Let's go to half speed. Get here, and then duck, baby punch! And that loud shriek is someone in the audience going, oh no! Yeah. And literally, and everyone stops. Everyone in the fight stops. The baby gets punched, and everyone's like, oh no. Then I put the toilet seat on the guy's face. I close it on his face. He slides down. I'm like, what the hell is this? What are you doing? Stop. Give me that. Oh. Leapfrog. All sat on each other, and I'm just like, nope. Ah! I missed the cash there. Yeah. I'm like, will you take the money now? Because somebody else tried to get the money, and I'm like, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fun times. Fun times. Oh yeah, Executioner. Oh man. Fighting is so much fun. I mean, there are some great fights. Screw it. You know what? I'm here. This is where I'm at. Simon's walk to work. Simon is one of the people I said earlier. He's the guy who was pretending to shoot me. Come on, let me search it. He was one of my mentors. He's since moved away from where I live now, so I don't see him very often. But this is, 11 years. They had this walk to work series, and almost everybody in this video I know and have worked under and learned from on some level at some point. Which is great, because they're pretty much all great people. And the series of walk to work is basically like each one of them, they're trying to get to work, and everybody else is trying to beat them up to stop them from getting to work, and that's the whole premise. So this is Simon. This is the guy who shot me in the other video. And this guy, he's a freaking machine. Like, he is more fit than anyone I've ever met in my life. It's scary. That's Todd. And something that I really like about this scene, about the way that they shot it and stuff, is that there are aspects of shaky cam where you can still totally tell what's going on. The shaking isn't enough to, like, distract from everything and really distort your vision. Oh! So this is somebody who I actually haven't met, or at least I haven't worked under, or haven't learned from. But this is like the one dude that I don't really know. But, like, again, the camera's shaking, but it's not so much that you can't tell what's going on, so the action's still really clear. So it just goes to show that, like, shaky cam can be good to showcase, like, frenetic and chaotic action without distracting from what you're seeing. So good. Not too many fast cuts. You can see a lot of the hits in the elevator. Yeah, I mean, every single one of these people is very highly trained in stage combat and fight choreography and stuff, and they'll work together to make this happen. Oh! That's so good. I love that so much. It's so good. The trip into hitting the head on the bar, like, that's so good. Like, one, it's clever. Two, the way that they show it is really smart. Because oops, not subtitles. If you show it slowly, I don't know what the, like, keyboard shortcut for slow is, but you can see. So they go here, kick, ow, and it goes down and trip. So the way that they do that, obviously the sound is added in post, but if you look carefully, going frame by frame here, the way that they make that work, he's already grabbing the pole. And so by the time the camera turns, he's not touching it, right? And so you just see the reaction with the sound cue just in time, and that's how that works. So you can just barely tell. You can just barely tell that he's not actually touching it. But you don't see it. You don't see it when it's in normal speed. And that's where the fun comes. That's where the art is. This bonk! Oh, you just see the bonk. And he sells it so well. The reaction and just the going limp, it's a great job. And then we have this. And then, oh, he's trying to get up, and then kick! Oh! And I don't know if you can tell. It's kind of hard to see. You can kind of see it right here. This is a wire. They didn't even bother editing it out because, one, this is just like a little indie project, and two, you don't really see it unless you're looking for it. I don't know if you can see it on my, like, stream quality, but you can see, like, you kind of see it. Here's the string, here's the string, here's the string. You can kind of see it. Oh, and it goes. There's actually more. You can kind of see it right here. There you go. It's a little bit more visible here because of the white background. But, like, that I would say is probably a bit of a mistake. But, like, it's hard to see because of the black background of the elevator door. And when you first see this, generally, unless I point it out, you probably wouldn't notice. Most people don't. Just most people don't know. Exactly. Yeah. There you go. So, okay, who's next? Who's next? Who's coming in next? We've got...
You okay?
Oh. Guy on the phone. We're good.
Yeah, no, I just got in.
Page attention getting up? Yeah.
Well, I hope I don't lose. Yeah, I think that you're pretty cute. I had a good time last night.
Oh, you don't know who's gonna get kicked yet. Exactly. This is really funny. So obviously this is a prop phone. But throws the phone, and what I love about this, the way... So he pulls out a knife, and you see the knife, but you don't know what kind of knife it is. You don't really see much about the knife. You just know, you see the flash of metal, and it's really clear.
Yeah, I think that you're pretty cute. I had a good time
You go, oh, he's got something there. And you go, whoa, what is this? What is this? What is this? Kind of sees probably something like knife or something. And then, there. Right there. You go, bam, that's a knife. So, like, it's like you go, like, first time watching, whoa, oh, he's got a thing. That's a knife. That's got to be a knife or something. You can't really see. It's hard to see. Oh, I thought I saw a flash of the knife. And then you get stuck there. That's the knife. You see it. Bam. You go, okay, real focus on the knife. Search enhance. Like, he'll call you right back and just throws the phone in his face. Oh. There's a pad down there for him to fall safely. But I love the way that they show the knife in this, right? Because at no point are you going, hey, look at my knife. It's all part of the action to give you moments to kind of go, whoa, what the hell? And then see that it's a knife. It's really good. And, like, even here, you go, oh, like, getting a really good handle on what you're seeing. It's like, okay, I give up. I give you my phone. And then, no. Bonk! Oh, no thanks. Bye. Back in the elevator. He's like, oh, dang it. He's like, okay, gotta keep an eye out for that. And then villains and to show you their weapons first. Some might. Some might have a good reason to. Some might be trying to scare you. This guy just wanted to fight. So, you know, the surprise is better. I mean, he came in with a phone distraction. You know, like it is smart. But yeah, like, you know, there are good reasons to, like, show off weapon before you attack somebody with it. All kinds. Oh no, Justin Bieber. I don't know if I met that kid. I don't know who it is. The credits might be I might show them. Oh no, there aren't credits. Huh. All right. But yeah, kid gets punched. It was somebody's brother or son or something. I don't know.
So sorry.
Oh. He goes, all right, let's go. So I've worked under both of these people, and they're both monsters in terms of, like, stuff that they can do, and they're doing, like, really complex hand-to-hand stuff here. And oh, somebody comes in, and now it's like jujitsu floor work and stuff. And what I like about all these are real holds that they're, you know, they find a way to make look real but still do safely. And there's moments where, like, somebody almost gets the hold, and then they get out of it and they try to make their own, and they get out of that one, and it's just like, and then guy gets choked out. He was only choked out for a second though. He starts to get up. Bonk! Whoa! Then he goes back down. Ooh. Oh, the hair grab. And then hey, let's Whew. So this is Daniel Evanson. This is the guy who owns the school that I studied at. Wonderful human being. During the filming of this, he actually did have a broken foot.
Wait! My foot!
This guy was so late to work, exactly. And then kicked in the broken foot.
Oh man, you're trying to help a guy come here with a hurt foot and you're working. No! It's me! I'm gonna leave all this stuff, my dignity.
Dan, we still on for tonight?
Oh yeah! This time you bring the sake. Oh, and you know what? Elevators or for people who need them. You are perfectly fine, and you work on the second floor.
Oh, that just mean?
Basement.
Oh, beautiful, Evanson. That's really great. I love you too. Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
This is affection.
Jesus Christ, I should take that freaking stairs.
Oh. Pretty much every single person that I know in this video, I adore as human beings. They're all super nice people. No dedicated character work breaking his foot for the scene? No kidding. Oh god, because like this was filmed during 2013 when I was doing my intermediate certification. So this guy, Dan, there he is. I'll look for like a decent picture. There you go, there he is. So this guy loved it. Yeah! It's awesome. He had like his foot in this like it wasn't a cast exactly. It was like a kind of peg leg thing where he was standing, he could stand, but his foot was like going behind him, and then he had like a peg leg coming out of his knee kind of deal. Where did my thing go? Oh, there. But he'd be trying to teach us like sword fighting and stuff with that broken foot, which was a challenge for him, and it would be for anybody, but he pulled it off. So I don't think this was actually filmed while I was doing my intermediate certification, because he was able to walk with a cane at this point. But yeah, like genuinely, Dan and the other guy, this guy, Simon, yeah, I should have taken the frickin' stairs, he says. They're both lovely people. And that's a funny thing about this is that, like, for the most part, by and large, every single person I've worked with in the stage combat world is a genuinely loving and caring and super supportive individual. Because, yes, we do practice artificial violence, and, you know, there's a lot of, shall we say, stigma and a lot of expectations around certain kind of personalities that go into these sorts of things. You think about, like, professional wrestlers and athletes and MMA fighters and some of the attitudes and personalities that exist in that world. Very much not the same. And I think at least part of the reason why is because everything is that what's built into this discipline at its core is safety, as opposed to actually wanting to hurt each other or like be better than the other person. And so the core tenet of stage combat and fight choreography is looking after each other. And so the kind of people who do this stuff they love fun, they love pretending to be violent, but they, first and foremost, want to take care of you. They want to make sure that everyone around is safe and comfortable, and, like, it's just a great environment. I love it. I'm so happy to be doing it, and I'm so happy that I'm able to, like, continue to do work in it and stuff. It's lovely, and the people in it are lovely. It's awesome. Yeah, seriously, like, this guy runs the school that I studied at, and, like, again, if I get to choreograph for some plays or like a movie or TV, whatever, if I choreograph for something, that'll be super fun. If I get to like be in a thing where I get to do some fighting and stuff, that's going to be super fun. This guy and the environment he facilitates at the school he teaches at made me want to be a teacher there more than the other stuff. Kind of how it is for me. It was great. Like, I had a less than wholesome experience in theater school, simply put. And after I finished my time at theater school, I went and studied under him again, and other people, because there were one person teaching for each discipline. So I studied under him and others, but at his school, and I realized this is the kind of place I want to be a part of. This is the kind of environment that I want to foster and continue, perpetuate that environment. It's great. Yeah. And I'm just really glad that I get to keep doing that. This is a very wholesome thing, and also I want to save my voice for my performance tomorrow. I'm streaming for 2.5 hours, which is great. Mark of a great teacher, you're lucky to have come across one. Seriously, this guy's wonderful. And this is a bunch of people commenting, I guess. But I'm gonna probably end my stream here, and I'll stream again Probably not tomorrow. Maybe Thursday. We'll see. Because I got stuff going on tomorrow evening. Maybe I'll stream after, but maybe I'll be tired. But Ever Vincentia, first of all, thank you so much for clicking on the stream and tuning in and stuff. That was really nice of you. And thanks for chatting as well. Like I said a while ago, I don't remember if you were in the conversation or if I was talking to Wilson Joy 445 at the time. But the reason why I stream is because I've spent a lot of time kind of like kind of isolated for various reasons, and I've been very like not engaged in my own life, just kind of passive. And the reason why I'm streaming is because if I put the camera on and microphone on, I start recording or streaming or whatever, it forces me to be a little bit more active and engaged in what I'm doing. So it's just kind of like bringing me back to the world. And the fact that I have somebody to talk to makes it even better. So thanks so much. I dropped something. Thanks so much for being here for that. It's really great. It's lovely. And yeah, so I'm gonna do my sign off, and I accidentally pressed the play button again. Yes. Happy part of that. Yay! I'm glad. And I saw that you followed, so thank you so much for that too. And also, I said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. Your username is dope. It's a great new username. It's lovely. Ever Vincentia. It's so cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna sign off the thing that I usually say when I sign off, which is regardless of how your day is going, I hope it improves. So hope to see you again soon. Have a good night.